Hey guys, thank you for coming back to the channel. And if you're new, my name is LJ and you're watching NoClutch Garage. A while back I made a video about the DMTL pump, which was giving me a check engine light, and you can find that video here. But after I fixed that, I realized that I didn't fix the whole problem. I only fixed half of it. So the check engine light error for that particular thing did go away, but another one came up. And it's not that that one came up, it's just that it was there, but for some reason it didn't get detected. So once I fixed that, that became the main issue. And the issue is the tank ventilation valve. And that part actually goes right on top of the engine. So it's not that big of a deal to change, and it's actually pretty simple. The part itself cost about $100, and that's gonna be anywhere you go. Is it ECS, Turner, FCP, anywhere you go, it's gonna be around $100. But it's this little valve right here, this little part, and I will link it down below. I will also give you guys the actual part number, which is this right here, and this is a BMW OEM part. I don't think you can find aftermarket for it, so I wouldn't even bother with it. But it's a little valve, and I'm about to show you where it is. So if we remove the engine cover real quick, and you're gonna get lost. The valve itself is this little piece right here. So as you can see, it's not really that big of a deal. You have to remove this part, this hose, and this back here, and it's connected right here. So we're gonna go ahead and take that off and make this a really quick DIY for anybody that has the code that keeps popping up. And for that, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the car and show you guys what code I'm talking about. So first of all, rip my phone. I dropped it the other day. But anyway, if we come in here, go ahead and ignition on. I'm gonna go ahead and start my JB4 app. All right, so if we go into codes and go ahead and read codes, it's that one right there. So 191 CO2, and that's the one that keeps coming up and keeps turning that thing on. Go away. Anyway guys, we're gonna get rid of that today. So let me go ahead and show you how it's done. So let me start by saying that this is a very simple DIY. It shouldn't take you very long to do this at all. So first thing we want to do, we want to kind of open this up, have more room to work. So I like to take these out. You push these forward and just pull up, and just kind of move this a little bit out of the way. And this will expose the pump and the silencer. Next thing we want to do is we want to go ahead and unplug it. And I lost my flathead screwdriver yesterday tuning a Maserati. I don't know where it went. So you just pull this back, and then simply you should be able to pull back. There we go. So that one's disconnected. Next thing we want to do is we want to disconnect these vacuum lines. These are kind of hard, so be careful with them. Go ahead and unclip it from here. And these are made to squeeze. You squeeze and pull back, and then just move it to the side. These are also squeezable. Squeeze down. Oh, this one's broken. Okay, that makes it a little bit easier. So same concept with this, except this one is broken, so it actually makes it a little bit easier. And just pull back, and there we go. Well, actually, in the next part, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and take it off like that, and that'll give me more wiggle room to play with it. And the only thing that's being held by now is the silencer right here at the back. You pull this back on both sides, top and bottom, and you should be able to pull it straight out. So here's the old pump, and here's the new pump. As you can see, visually, there's not really anything wrong with it, but we know that the part is bad, so we're gonna go ahead and replace it. Just move that to the side. We're just gonna replace it the same way that we took it off. So I'm gonna go ahead and place it in the silencer, and that's hooked in. Place it in the guide. Go ahead and plug this in. So guide all the way down, plug all the way in, vacuum line back in. And it's starting to rain, so I better hurry. So you put that in and plug the power back, and just like that, we're done. It started raining outside, so I came inside the car, but I was completely done. Just put everything back the way it was, put the engine cover back, and you're pretty much done. Like I said, it's a super simple, super easy DIY. All right, and now that we're done, the last thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead and clear the codes. So we're going to read the codes. So the code's still there. Let's go ahead and delete it. And now the codes are gone. So now with the codes deleted, all you have to do is really drive it around and just make sure the code doesn't come back. I will know pretty much almost right away if the code's coming back or not, because the code would come up basically 5 minutes after I started driving, and it was just getting annoying at this point. So glad it's done and we're done with everything. So guys, thank you for watching. If you like what you saw, if this is helpful to you, if you've been struggling with this code, go ahead and give this video a like, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you guys next video.